Hi everyone, Bandanner here. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to this week's WARNO dev blog, which is all about the map editor and some new traits coming to the game. Apologies, it's a little bit late today, but they didn't post it till late, and unfortunately it was after my puppy's morning nap time, and therefore I couldn't spend that hour making this video. It's had to wait till she's gone for an afternoon nap. Okay, so let's get into this. So the map editor. When we first released the map editor earlier this year, we also announced the milestones you could expect from this handy and deep but relatively early version of our battlefield making tool. One of the first updates is out in the wild. You can now create tactical scenarios, conquest or destruction playable in skirmish and online from any existing maps, and integrate them into a mod. For a skirmish scenario to be considered valid, you have to design it with a playable zone that limits the battlefield, at least 2 deployment zones and matching reinforcement arrows, at least 1 command zone. Optional are starting points to establish the camera position on each side. More details and instructions on how to export all the required files and incorporate them into a mod are included in the readme file how to make a scenario.txt available in the tools folder of the game. Be sure to check out a video that has also been made by a wooden box. I'll stick a link to that in the description down below. Box, as you may know, is a very keen map creator and has been spending a lot of time with the map editor since its release. What is next for the map editor? Well, we're already working on the next updates. Allowing the export of battleground scenarios, which are tactical scenarios launched when you play Army General's Battle without auto-resolving, and full map export, which will allow you to create brand new battlefields. Basically, in essence, there's still plenty of stuff to come for the map editor, but it's such a fantastic tool already, and it still really surprised me how good it was when they first released it, compared to what they suggested it was going to be like. At least it was functional in that you could practice. Anyhow, we've got some new traits coming to the game as well. So, hot on the heels of the 2 new traits recently added, Airlift and Electro-Optical Dazzler, which were the ones added in the last patch, more are coming your way. Some of the following text and titles are still work in progress. The new traits will be delivered as soon as they are ready, which hopefully shouldn't take too long. So, first up is the Smoke Launcher. This one trait doesn't cover a new mechanic, but rather a visual and text indicator to identify those vehicles fitted with smoke launchers, a community requested addition. All units equipped with such smoke devices will automatically feature the trait, and subsequently the useful icon will be displayed on the unit card, aka no more guesswork as to whether a unit has smoke or not, or having to look at the WarYes website. Next up is Fire Direction. This particular trait will be found in a new type of command squad to be featured in the Artillery tab. These new units will have the usual leader trait abilities, but will also affect indirect fire units within their area of effect by greatly reducing their aim time. And then for some reason their paragraph kind of just repeats that information again in a slightly different way. It's a little bit jumbled today. Anyhow, basically you give up an artillery slot, you get a leader, and it has a reduction effect on aiming time for artillery. Simple as that. For the Steel Division 2 veterans out there, this trait will be akin to the artillery leader trait. Next up is SIGINT. So this trait means that the unit is equipped with a radio direction finding system. It can detect and pinpoint enemy radio transmissions even without seeing an enemy unit in game. This means the unit gains the ability to detect the presence of enemy units within its areas of effect. That's right, there will be multiple areas of effect. Key to note that the enemy unit will not be spotted. A SIGINT unit will feature 2 ranges. A different label will be displayed depending on which of the 2 ranges a unit is detected. You will know instantly how close a unit is without needing a line of sight, but you will not know exactly where, the type, or how many units, for instance. Credit for this trait goes to Strike Team member Integer, who devised, modded, and tested it before presenting it to us with gameplay specs. It had such a cool Aliens motion tracker vibe, we just had to integrate it. Be interesting to see how that one works in game then. Okay, next up is the UAV trait. You might remember this one as being on the list thanks to a recent Nemesis 2 Plateau d'Albion vote winner. A unit with the UAV trait being remotely piloted will be impervious to suppression and auto-evac. Like the recently added recon plane, the OA-37 Dragonfly, the UAV will be featured in the Recon tab, not the Air tab. UAVs in WARNO, being small and stealthy, are naturally hard to spot, including by radar. Likewise, they will be a challenge to actually target despite not featuring any ECM. And they don't have anything more to say about that, so I guess we just have to wait and see what happens there and what they're like in-game. They have a polite reminder that the EA Pack Plus is out now, in other words the early access pack with the new 2 additional divisions, so very good value for money. But they say until next time, when they will have some exciting stuff to share regarding the upcoming major Northag expansion. This means from next week's devblog onwards, we'll up the tempo and release a devblog twice a week. Oh man, that means I've got to find time to make 2 of these videos a week. Oh well, c'est la vie. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you all soon.